Welcome to Unit 4, Lesson 9, Solving Radical Equations Practice Problems. All right, find the solutions to each of these equations. All right, so the plus 7 is not under the radical. It's not under the radical. So the first thing we're going to do is subtract 7 on both sides. So we get the square root of x plus 5 is equal to 3. We're going to square the whole thing because the x is under a radical symbol. And we get x plus 5 is equal to 9. Subtract 5 from both sides. X equals 4. Looking at the next one. Subtract 3 from both sides. The square root of x minus 2 equals negative 5. A square root cannot be equal to a negative. There's no real solution. Okay, so for each question, decide how many solutions, how do you know? So we don't necessarily have to solve these. When I take the square root, because 25 is positive, I get 2 solutions, one positive, one negative. So there's 2 solutions. X minus 4, I think this is a typo. If we square both sides, then we get 1 solution. We add 7 to both sides. We get x cubed is equal to negative 13. We can take the cube root of both sides. You can take the cube root, so you get 1 solution. Okay. Divide by 6. The cube root of x equals 0. When I cube everything, I still get 0. So 0 is a number. It may have no value, but it's still a number. Okay, they give us this equation here. Solve this equation for s. Okay. So now, if the s cubed, 1 times s cubed, goes on top, so it should look like this. 6 times the root of 2 equal to v. All right, so to get rid of the denominator, we multiply both sides by 6 root 2. S cubed equals 6 root 2 times v. Take the cube root of both sides. And s equals the cube root of 6 root 2 times v. All right, so for b, if the volume is 18 root 2, so cube root 6 root 2 times 18 root 2, we get the cube root of 18 times 6 times root 2 times root 2, which is root 2 squared. Okay, so now the cube root of 18 times 6. 18 times 6 is 108 times 2. The cube root of 216 gives us 6, and 6 centimeters is the length of a side. Okay, here are the steps Tyler took to solve this equation. We're not going to look at his work. We're just not going to look at it. A square root cannot be equal to a negative, so we have no real solutions. Now check Tyler's answer. Is the equation true if x equals 22? It doesn't matter. What mistake did Tyler make? A square root cannot be equal to a negative. There's no real solutions. Okay, exponent laws. Anything to the first power is that number. 16 to the 1/2 is 4. 16 to the 1/3 is the cube root of 16. 16 to the 0 is 1. 16 to the negative 1/2 is 4. And 16 to the negative 1 is 1/16. What are solutions to x cubed equals 35? It's only one solution, and that's A. Oops, sorry. And that's A. Take the cube root. Take the cube root.